are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Sorry I couldn't make that last weekend for your birthday.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll go out some other time. How are things going? How's the new person you're working with?
It's all right. She's difficult. She's pretty new. She has experience elsewhere, but she's new here, and she thinks she's my boss, and she needs to realize that she's my peer. But aside from that, we'll be all right.
What about the guy that took over my role?
He's all right. We've talked twice, I think. I have a meeting set up with him for later in the week, but we haven't met face to face. It's all been over video conference and phone. So.
What about everything else? How's the family?
Family's fine. Kids are in school. It just started up, so.
Yeah.
How about you?
We're doing well, very well. Taking a vacation soon. You guys should come with us.
Out to Vail?
Yeah.
All right. When are you thinking of doing that?
The next couple of months. You think we can get a house together? Maybe?
Yeah, probably.
That'd be great.
All right.
Sweet.
Great.
So you've been in my previous role for about a month now. How's everything going?
It's going good. It's going good. So now that I'm starting to learn everything and get my way around it, got this new project that we're working on, and I was looking at some of the transition plan stuff, and I think Widgets Express is going to be like a good vendor that we could work with for this, and wanted to get your thoughts on it. That's why I kind of scheduled the meeting, because I was kind of struggling not knowing a lot of information about them. So for the project, what do you think about Widgets Express? How was it working with them? What was good? What was bad?
Well, you'll work with a lot of suppliers in your role. Widgets Express, and specifically, they're kind of more expensive than the other ones, but by far the best quality. We didn't have any quality incidents, and they're very responsive as well. So I think it'll be a good project.
Okay. That's very, very helpful. So in the transition plan, their contact is Shane. How's it working with him? Like, do I need to put a lot of emphasis on the relationship, or is there like some call-outs or some, hey, you need to do this when you're working with him or not?
Well, he's been in the business for a while, so he knows what he's talking about. He's also very responsive. The thing that I would make sure you watch out for is that you're following company policy, because sometimes when give gifts or take you out to dinner, just make sure you're following what our company policy is first and foremost.
Thanks, that's helpful. So it seems that he's a pretty cool guy, though?
Yeah, very knowledgeable. He'll be very helpful.
Good, awesome. So just make the project a little easier. I'm kind of nervous with being my first project in the role. So.
No problem. It'll be good.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, so you can see from here, this is Widgets Express proposal for our new widgets supplying to you guys. I used to work with Beth, who I think you just took over from.
Yeah.
Beth's great. I've worked with her for 3 years. We had a very great working relationship. It was always very transparent. We didn't really play a lot of games about this price and then coming back with this price. We were pretty upfront with everything, and I'm just hoping that these prices are good for you and that we can have the kind of relationship that Beth and I had for the past 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, I met with Beth, and she said a lot of good things, and hope to continue the relationship going forward too. I will take back your proposal and review it, and I'll give you some candid feedback.
Okay.
So I look forward to it. I've heard a lot of good things internally about you guys, so I think everything will work out. I don't foresee an issue right now, but let me take it back, and I'll get back to you in like 2 to 3 days.
All right, sounds like a plan, man. All right,
okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. Hey Beth, thanks for meeting with me again. Got all the proposals and everything back for the project from everyone, and I know we wanted to relook at Widgets Express because they've been the incumbent, but I'm kind of concerned about their pricing because they're about 8% higher than everyone else. The next best is 8% lower, and then even the best pricing one is about 20% lower. So I'm kind of worried about going to my boss and getting approval on this with such a high price on it versus everyone else.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think they're the best. Their quality's the best. Sean is great to work with. I think you're really going to enjoy working with him. He's always going to do everything he can to make you look good. So I wouldn't even consider the price. I think you should work with Sean.
Okay, but like the packages that everyone else has submitted seem very comparable. They can meet our quality, they can exceed it, they can bring great ideas to us. So
But Sean's familiar with the project and with the company that we're with, and I think that it would be best if you just stayed with him.
Okay. Alright, I'll just try and leverage the whole incumbent thing in my recommendation to my boss tomorrow, so thanks. Hey boss, thanks for meeting with me today.
Hey Austin, what's going on?
Not much. So I'm finished with the project, I think, so I want to recommend who we should be working with for it. So I have in front of you the proposals and my recommendations. So ultimately what it boils down to is I'm going to recommend that we continue to work with Widgets Express. They are the incumbent. They've had a lot of experience with us, so they know how we operate, they know all the ins and outs of it.
Austin, real quick, isn't Widgets Express the one you mentioned to me about a month ago that they were the more expensive one?
Yeah, they are, but when you look at like the total best values, so I got to talk to a couple different people internally, and I think that due to the complexity of the project, they can support it because they know us so well, and they know they always push for that extra quality. The other couple guys, the newer ones, yeah, they were lower cost, but they've never worked with us before, and I'm kind of afraid to introduce them on this big project and have it fail. So that's why I think we're willing to pay. It's about 8% total cost more versus the next best alternative.
Wow, 8%, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, I reviewed these before the meeting. You had sent them to me prior, so, you know, I'm going to go with your suggestion. You've gone and worked this, and it sounds like you've talked to a couple more folks on it. So if you're comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it, and it sounds like we're ready to go.
Cool. So then tomorrow I'll share the award with Widgets Express.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
No worries.
Now that you've seen this situation, tell us what you think about the following questions. Should Beth have disclosed her personal relationship with Shane, the rep from Widgets Express, to Austin, the buyer? Should Beth be advising Austin in this decision-making? Is it a fair analysis from Widget Express's competitor's position? Should Beth have disclosed a conflict of interest? Should Beth and Shane have even had a personal relationship outside of their professional dealings? What do you think?